And IK, we'll come to you before we open for questions. I'm sure there's been a lot of talk about this week, and it's finally here. What are you feeling as a team as we play in Korea, as we play in front of your home fans for this major title?
So obviously the UL International Crown being held in Korea, I think that the competition got a lot of attention since the beginning of the season, and there was also a lot of interest on how the teams will be comprised. So personally, I think it's a great experience being able to be part of this competition, and I think that in terms of preparation, I had to give it a lot of thought and prepare more thoroughly than when I take part in a competition as an individual player.
Hi, question for IK. Earlier, the Americans were in here, and Christy Kerr was asked about the advantage the Koreans will have with all the support, and her answer was, well, all the pressure's on them. So my question to you is, isn't the pressure always on the Koreans, and don't you guys just learn to live with that, or is that something that you never get used to?
I actually take what Christy Kerr said as advice. Obviously, they had to play in the U.S. all the time, so I think that she also gave us advice, and it actually makes me feel a little less pressure. I think there's a reason why she said that the pressure is probably all on the Korean team. I have to say, however, based on my experience, like sometimes you win a competition and then a lot of people take interest, and that leads to more pressure. That is true, but at the same time, I think that the experience of itself, of going to play under a lot of pressure itself, helps a player to grow. And as for Korea, it's really rare for us to get the opportunity to take part in a team match play competition, so I think that this will also be an invaluable opportunity for us to grow.
아무래도 미국 선수들은 항상 홈에서 경기하다 보니까 그런 부담감을 많이 갖지 않았나. 그래서 저희한테 그런 또 조언을 해주네요. 그래서 마음 편하게 하고 싶네요.
On the front nine this morning with you guys, there were probably 500 people out there, and they were cheering every shot during a practice round. That's going to grow exponentially and get to about 30,000. How have you prepared yourself for the fact that all of these people are going to be out here and they're going to be living and dying by every shot you hit? Let's just kind of go down the list here to start with one and go down.
Of course, having a huge gallery supporting Team Korea will be a huge support for us. I think ultimately you kind of want the reaction and response from the crowd. It helps you focus, and also it makes the game all that more fun. I think that if we had a crowd that was really unresponsive, that would actually make for really boring golf. So I think it's more fun when you have that crowd reaction. And so we definitely look forward to a large crowd. We hope the crowd will, and we expect the crowd to be supporting all the teams out there, and I hope that the Korean fans can show the world what kind of mature golf watching crowd they are.
좋은 성숙한 갤러리 문화 보여주시면서 그렇게 응원해 주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
I share the sentiment with In-Kyung, and I have to say the gallery that shows up will probably be here to lend their support, and just having them there I think will be a really great source of strength for us. I think with LPGA events that are held in Korea, and as for KLPG events, most of the Korean crowd is used to rooting for their favorite players, so I think that them having the opportunity to root for a team and root for the four of us, I think that will also be very entertaining for them in a very different way, and for us it will also be kind of a new experience that can be more entertaining.
저희도 더 힘을 받아서 경기할 수 있을 것 같아요.
저는 아무래도 그동안 쉬면서
So
야구를 많이 봤어요.
having to prepare for a team play competition like the UL International Crown, while I was taking a break, I watched baseball. And if you look at the baseball games, it's a very, very large crowd and it's very noisy. And it seems that the players, the baseball players, can really focus. And watching them, I kind of wondered what their secret was. And I guess I took more interest in that because we had this competition coming up. And I think that if they can do it, if they can focus despite like the pressure and the crowd, I think we can too. And I think in a sense I'm really grateful that we can actually take part in a team event like baseball and soccer.
그런 팀 경기를 할 수 있다는 게 굉장히 감사한 것 같아요.
So I think for me and perhaps some other players, I actually play better and I have more power in my game when there is a large crowd. And so sometimes, you know, when you hit a really nice shot, they'll cheer for you. And when you mess up, sometimes you'll hear some booing. But I feel like in that case, the crowd is kind of saying out loud what I want to say inside. So I think that having a large gallery out there is definitely an excitement to the game.